This is the NASCAR Thunder countdown to green as we get set to go racing.
The 1 mile New Hampshire Motor Speedway, a track known to spawn the hottest tempers from even the coolest of competitors. So now, before we turn up the heat, drivers must size up the competition. And believe me when I tell you, the competition can burn a whole lot more than rubber.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot is out!
McBlam Racing presents NASCAR. Welcome back, race fans, to the NASCAR Thunder 2003 Let's Play. I'm your commentator and driver of the number 83 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet for Team KAOS Racing, Mikey McBlam, and the running of the New England 300 is just seconds away. But first, let's go trackside for the command to start engines.
Start your engines.
Here's the starting lineup. In the front row are the Napa car and the Pennzoil Chevrolet. Second row are the DuPont Chevrolet and the Lowe Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 3 are the Rubbermaid Ford and the 169 car. The fourth row has the America Online Chevrolet and the Tide Ford. Starting the race from row 5 will be the Mark Martin Ford and the Alltel Ford. In row 6, we have the 2-car and the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. Starting from row 7 will be the Citgo Ford and the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge. In the 8th row are the Ganassi Racing Dodge and the UPS Ford. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will start towards the front. Starting in row 10 will be the Target Dodge and the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. In row 11 are the Kodak Chevrolet and the Valvoline Pontiac. In row 12 are the 26 car and the 137 car. Row 13 finds the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge and the Kellogg Chevrolet. The 14th row has the 46 car and the Singular Wireless Chevrolet. In row 15 are the 98 car and the Home Depot Pontiac. Starting the race from row 16 are the DeWalt Power Tools Ford and the GM Goodrich Service Plus Chevrolet. Row 17 has the Caterpillar Dodge and the 184 car. Starting in row 18 will be the 27 car and the Haviland Ford. In row 19 are the Sprint Dodge and the UAW Delphi Chevrolet. In row 20 are the 16 car and the M&M's Pontiac. Back in row 21 we have the Motorcraft Ford and the 107 car. Rounding out the field is the Square D Chevrolet.
And there you have it, guys. There is the starting lineup for the New Hampshire 300 here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Let's go ahead and get this race underway. It's time to get loud and crazy in New Hampshire.
Pace cars off while he made it safe. 300 laps of racing. NASCAR on TNT is back.
Green, buddy. Go, go, go.
Pulled away to another decent start. Here comes Steve Park looking on the outside. Look at Jimmy Johnson. Johnson trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. Contact out of turn 2. Steve Park battling back on the outside. Here we come into turns 3 and 4. Ooh, contact between Johnson and Steve Park. Park gets moved up the racetrack. Johnson takes away the second spot, but here comes Jonathan Wolf. Looking to the inside of Jimmy Johnson. Looking for the lead now as we go into turns 1 and 2. Ooh, Jonathan Wolf moves us up the racetrack. We get shuffled out. We're going to fall back to second. 3 wide for second. We managed to maintain the second spot. Jonathan Wolf's going to take the lead. Jimmy Johnson's going to fall back into third. Mark Martin's going to fall into fourth inside of what looks to be Kyle Petty. Oh, Johnson's looking on the outside. And Jonathan Wolf's holding that inside line, trying to keep us from getting back around him. And I don't think that's going to stop us too much. See, as he did kind of shove us up the racetrack there, but that's okay. What goes around comes around, and we'll come back to him once again. We're maintaining that second spot. We're actually pulling a bit of a gap on the field now, as they're still rubbing and beating and banging back there. That's going to give us the advantage here. So we're trying to catch back up to Mr. Jonathan Wolf here, up in the 24, a.k.a. Jeff Gordon. We just kind of throw it into turn 3 and 4. Oh, I tried. I tried for it. Couldn't quite get there. Couldn't quite put the bumper to him. He's going to look to the inside. He's going to stay down there to try to keep us from getting underneath of him. I don't think that's going to help too much because we're going to carry it right down here to the apron. Right to that left rear. Shove him up the racetrack a little bit. We're going to go side by side down the back straightaway. Slight advantage to Jonathan Wolf. But we're going to have the advantage going into turns 3 and 4 as we just kind of throw it in there. Oh, we overdrove it just a little bit. That's going to allow Jonathan Wolf to make the crossover move. He tried to stay off of us a little bit there. Tried to pull a little bit of a slide job. Couldn't quite get there. We're going to take the lead down the front and maintain the lead. Oh, boy. Getting a little bit tight. Oh, got loose there. Got really loose. Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. Where did Jr. come from? Junior in second spot now. Right to look to the outside. Oh, contact with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jonathan Wolf takes back over the second spot. Thought I was clear there. Wasn't quite clear. Tried to cut him off before he had the run, but he had a big run on the outside, surprisingly. Damaging our car just a little bit there, but we got a little bit loose coming off of 2. Here comes Jonathan Wolf on the outside. Jonathan Wolf making that outside line work. Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. Tried to make it 3 wide for the lead, but thought better of it. Jr. throwing it into turns 1 and 2, trying to get to Jeff Gordon, aka Jonathan Wolf. Here trying to slide up into him. This is the track where the slide job is king. Let's see if we can pull one off on Jonathan Wolf here as we go into turns 3 and 4. Contact. We take over the lead again. Here comes Ryan Newman. Newman gunning for the second spot. Here we go. Oh, Newman dive bombs it into turn 1. He shoots us up the racetrack. Contact. Gordon is over. Gordon is up and over. Jimmy Johnson takes over the lead. Big wreck behind us. No caution. We stay green. We are staying green. Jeff Gordon, Jonathan Wolf flipped the car over. Oh man, big contact. Big contact. We're wrecking down the front stretch. We gather it back up. Again, we stay green. No caution. Jonathan Wolf must have kept it going somehow. He drove through the flip. He pulled a Clint Boyer at Daytona from Daytona. He just drove through the flip and just kept it going straight. Now that is the talent of a NASCAR Winston Cup champion right there. 20 laps to go. My gosh, and our car is all banged up from Ryan Newman. I was trying to focus too much on what was going on behind me. We are really tight off the turn now. Tire wear is really playing an effect, but I'm assuming that's also coming from our damage. Dale Jarrett's got some significant damage as well. Look at Amy Hicks up here. Amy Hicks up here running in the top 5. She's trying to redeem herself from the poor finish she had at Chicagoland. She's trying to have a good finish here. Look at that. She's inside of Jimmy Johnson for 3rd. She almost clears him, tries to pull off the pass. We're trying to hold off Dale Jarrett for the 5th spot now. And she does. She clears Dale Jarrett. We go down in the grass with that one. Make it work. Come on, car, turn. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're having to battle this tight race car now. Not quite losing ground. And look at... Oh, she's looking for 2nd. Amy Hicks looking for 2nd on Jeff Purvis. Couldn't quite get there. She falls back in line. Here comes Dale Jarrett looking for 5th. Now you notice 5th. Whoa! Ryan Newman is around, possibly from help. Possibly from help from Jeff Purvis there. Newman's into the wall. He falls back significantly. He's going to lose quite a few spots. That allowed me to catch up. Little contact with Jimmy Johnson there. We moved ourselves into 3rd spot. We're going to try to look to the inside of Amy Hicks here. Oh, wow. Ryan Newman. Jimmy Johnson running the Larson line on the outside for a little bit there, trying to make that line work. I don't know how that's going to work for him. These guys are running the far inside line. Kind of running that IndyCar line around here at New Hampshire. We're making this bottom work, merely making this apron work for us. Ooh, boy, but we're sliding off the turn just a little bit there. We got to really chase the car up the hill. Luckily, there was no one to our outside there. We're going to dive it down into the inside again. Can't quite get there. We're halfway on. Oh, sorry, we're losing time on. Yeah, we're getting low on fuel. Let's go ahead and come down pit road. Let's go ahead and do it. We're about halfway right now, falling back to 13th. I think we're fine. Purvis is down pit road. I wonder if Amy Hicks led a lap. Oh boy. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, we got to fix this damage. Normally, I would not do it under these circumstances, but we need to fix this damage. Any more hits like that, we're going to wreck our car. We don't want to do that. I know this is a short track and things are you're supposed to get roughed up and everything, but let's just go ahead and make sure that we're fine. 18.1, a little bit faster than the estimated time. We fall back to 27th. Bobby Labonte gets around us. Alright, so I'm going to try to stay on the high side just a bit here, because I know there's going to be guys coming down pit road, so I'm going to go ahead and come up high here. Try to avoid... Oh boy, a little bit loose there. These fresh tires. Only 1 lap down. Okay. Oh boy, wow. Yeah. Fresh tires. We just slammed into Rusty Wallace there. That was my fault. Fresher tires, man. I wasn't thinking for a second there. I can just really kind of throw it into these corners here. So I'm going to work our way around Jonathan Wolf, who's still going despite flipping earlier. But hey, like I said, that is the talent of a true NASCAR Winston Cup champion. Okay, so we go down into turn 1. We're in 13th right now. I think these guys are getting held up by lap traffic and guys on old tires. Boy, got really loose off the turn there. But hey, as long as that's happening, that's just going to help us. Yeah, we got a pretty significant gaggle of cars here. But these are guys with damage. I think that's Ryan Newman up ahead of us as well. And it looks like Dale Earnhardt Jr. is being held up, along with Amy Hicks. and Dale Jarrett. They're all kind of running the line here. I don't think any of these... Yeah, we're going to go side by side with Amy Hicks. Move our way into the top 10. We're now running 8th. I don't know if any of these guys have pitted yet. I think they all have. I know Purvis has. Okay, leaders are now coming down pit road. Oh, that's going to make things interesting because now we got guys on old tires and new tires. So we're looking. Now going to try to work on Ryan Newman a little bit here. Ryan Newman, who got a little bit of help from Jeff Purvis. He almost went around, but he does manage to catch back up. He's got significant damage on that. He's got significant damage on that car. He's going to try to... I hate to try to spoil your revenge there, Ryan Newman. I wouldn't, you know, there you go. I got him for you. I wouldn't do that under normal circumstances, but I'm trying to get back up here. So we're now moving into 4th. And it's, I wonder where we are, actually. I'm kind of curious. Where are we, you know, virtually on the field right now? I think we cycled out. No, we cycled out second, so Mark Martin is technically the race leader. So this is going to be interesting. I didn't have that great of a pit stop, but like I said, I think a lot of lap traffic and a lot of people on old tires were just kind of playing a factor here. So we're going to try to work on Mark Martin as much as we can. There's Jeff Purvis down there running that IndyCar line. Dive it down on the apron, try to get him, trying to do a slide job here. Can't quite get there, can't quite complete it. We're going to try again in turns 3 and 4. I think we might be able to get him here. No, we had to slow. I slowed up just way too much there. That was completely messed up. I mean, didn't lose too much time. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Oh boy, we don't have many laps to go here, so I got to catch him as soon as possible. I gotta catch him and get around him, because if I don't, these guys on fresher tires are gonna catch up to us. I gotta check the leaderboard and see who's where. Right now, it's Mark Martin, ourselves. Wow, we're down all the way on the grass to try to get to him, and somehow we made up time, and here comes Sterling Marlin on fresh tires. Sterling Marlin's trying to spoil the party here. It's time to go. 6 laps to go as we throw it into turn 1. Contact with Mark Martin. Trying to take the lead on the backstretch. Can't quite get there. Loose off of turn 2. Here we go into turns 3 and 4. Contact with Mark Martin and Sterling Marlin. Sterling Marlin had to chase it up the racetrack. Here we go. Martin gets into the wall. Here comes Sterling Marlin. Martin and Marlin battling side by side. Here comes Marlin challenging for the lead. He's going to take the lead on the backstretch on the outside. We're going to fall back to second. Big battle for the lead up here. We're trying to get our next win. Trying to get our next win of the series. Oh, contact! He's into the wall. 3 wide for the lead. We pulled a Kyle Larson on Sterling Marlin there. The failed slide job. Couldn't quite get there. We're still in the lead. Here comes Mark Martin. 3 wide for the lead off to 2. Here comes Dale Jarrett. Oh, contact! Big contact back there. Here comes Dale Jarrett charging through the field. Contact with Sterling Marlin. Jarrett's tried to look 3 wide for the lead. He decided better of it. He's going to go in the middle. Contact. Contact. More contact. We're racing 3 wide for the lead off of turn 2. Loose off of 2. There goes Sterling Marlin, still maintaining the lead. Here comes Stewart. Tony Stewart into the picture as we throw it into turn 1. Uh-oh, contact! Stewart into the outside wall. Jimmy Johnson's up and over. Can we make it to the line? Caution is out. The race is over. The race is over. The big one at New Hampshire. Mark Martin, Kevin Harvick, Ricky Rudd, all involved in the accident. Unbelievable. The big one at New Hampshire, Amy Hicks involved. Dale Earnhardt Jr. We're not going to pit. The race is over. And we have just scored another win here at the NASCAR Thunder 2003 Let's Play. Unbelievable. Dale Jarrett, Jeff Purvis, Matt Kenseth, Sterling Marlin round out the top 5.
The drivers didn't spend much time behind that Pontiac pace car today.
Well, that was good news to the guys who ran out front. More cautions would just have meant more restarts, which is more chances for you to lose positions.
The Napa car ran in clean air pretty much all race long.
Now, this was a race he'll always remember. What a great feeling it must be to win a race in such a dominant fashion.
This has been NASCAR Winston Cup Racing, brought to you by EA Sports and MRN. So long, we'll see you next week at the Pocono Raceway.
Well then, things definitely got loud in New Hampshire. As we win the New Hampshire 300 here at Loudon, Dale Jarrett comes in second, Jeff Purvis is in third, fourth is Matt Kenseth, fifth is Sterling Marlin, sixth is Ryan Newman, seventh is Rusty Wallace, eighth is Jimmy Johnson, and rounding out the, ninth is Ricky Rudd. I'm getting ahead of myself, and rounding out the top 10 is points leader Dale Earnhardt Jr. Winner's purse for $238,000. One caution, caused by me, for one lap. 13 lead changes. 13. My gosh. Time of race 17:58. Average speed of 106 miles per hour. And margin victory 0.8 seconds because we finished under caution. I forgot to give you the rest of the. Oh, hey, Amy Hicks finished 13. How about that? Forgot to give you the rest of the field. I'm just in awe by what happened. Former pole sitter before I took it away from him, Steve Park, finished 24th after finishing second. Scott Soares. I just want to see where these guys actually finished. Almost everyone finished the race except Tony Stewart, who finished. I guess he blew up after the wreck. I'm sorry, Tony. I'm really sorry, but gosh, let's just move on. Alright guys, so here are the point standings after Loudon. Dale Earnhardt Jr. still maintains points lead, 109 points ahead of Jeff Gordon, aka Jonathan Wolf. We have moved up into third with our win after New Hampshire. Fourth place is Sterling Marlin, we are 183 points back. 191 points back is fourth is Sterling Marlin. 199 points back in fifth is Dale Jarrett. 290 points back in sixth is Mark Martin. Seventh is Rusty Wallace, 312 points back. Eighth is Matt Kenseth, 434 points back. Ninth is Kevin Harvick, 440 points back. And rounding out the top 10 is Jimmy Johnson, 468 points back. Let's go ahead and look at the awards for the week. We did get the award for the week. We actually led the most laps, believe it or not. Somehow or other, we led the most laps. Moving up the most spots of the race goes to Matt Kenseth. I didn't see where he came from, but I'll check in later. Comment down below if you saw where he started, if you remember where he started. I saw where he started, I just didn't remember where he started. Dale Jarrett with the fastest pace of the race. No kidding there. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm not going to try. I'm sorry. I think it's Juwan. Juwan, maybe? I think. This is the rookie of the race, Amy Hicks, with the most exciting pass of the race. I don't know about all that. Obviously, they weren't paying attention to the last lap. Chad Chaff is still rounding up the Rookie of the Year. We now have 10 poles on the season. Jackpot 5, we still haven't gotten to Richmond as of yet. Manufacturer Championship still being led by Chevy. because we just won today. So yeah, we got some stuff going for us, and we're still in third. Dale Jr. still leading 10 points ahead of Dale Jarrett, who is 4 laps ahead of us. 4 laps ahead of us for the lap champion. These are laps on the season. Rusty Wallace rounding that out in 39 laps, running out the top 5. 39 laps led on the season. My gosh, guys. What a closing few laps. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I'll take a win where I can. I don't want to win that way. I don't want to. I don't want to win that way. But I gotta take it where I can. I wasn't lifting at us after a certain point, and it was a good battle. It was a really, really good battle. I just didn't expect Tony. I should have known that he was going to slide up the racetrack. I should have gave him more room to slide up, and I just didn't. I was just like, we're 3 wide, we're 2 and 3 wide in the corners and everything, battling, and I was on the outside trying to get the car to turn, and I was so focused on trying to get the car to turn that I just wasn't giving Tony enough room to slide up the racetrack, and therefore he slid across our nose. It's a racing deal, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I should have just gone up the racetrack and gave them the spots and tried to get it back on it. I had a few laps to go. It was just like it was coming down to 2 to go. The end of the race was about to be there, man. We were coming, next time by we would have been coming to the white flag. So granted, I wasn't lifting, but that was wow. There was a lot of that. We had Ryan Newman getting into our left rear. He dive bombed the corner with us still in front of him. So he dive bombed the corner, and Jeff Gordon flips, but there's no caution. So I kind of felt a little bit bad for Jeff, because it's like, all right, he flipped, but he didn't get the caution. He was in the air. It was just, oh gosh. It was just a heck of a race, man. Like I said, things definitely got loud in New Hampshire. Golly, this is what happens when you record race after race, and you just get like this, man. Your thumbs start hurting and everything, and this is why I try not to record like this, but I was just like, man, I was having fun. I had fun doing the practice race and everything. I wish I should have recorded the practice race, because the practice race was awesome. I feel like I'm rambling on here, but just the practice race was awesome. We didn't win, but it was still cool. It was really cool. Good battle, kind of like it was 2 and 3 wide battles, just like we had here, and I had to mess it all up, man. I had to mess it all up and wreck half the field. I really didn't mean to do that. I really didn't mean to. I'm glad a lot of people made it. Unfortunately, Tony Stewart was not one of those that made it, so... Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, guys. Glad we got the win, but, I don't want to win races that way, so... it is what it is, though. We got to take... you're gonna have races like this, so you just gotta, roll with the punches. So, anyway, guys... like I said, things got loud. Very, very loud. It's crazy. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in to McBlam Racing on McBlam Entertainment, where we try to bring a little bit of enjoyment to your day every day. If you enjoyed these races, I do them every weekend, followed with the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you at the Tricky Triangle.